Welcome to biology, my dear student. Today it's our lecture number 12 and we are learning chapter 7 evolution. And last lecture we have started the topic evidence for evolution, and one of the evidence we came to know, that is the fossil. So fossil provide us evidence regarding evolution. Okay, so today we'll continue our topic evidence for evolution. So my dear student, today the second evidence is comparative anatomy and morphological evidence. So here comparative study of anatomy and morphology. Okay, so anatomy means internal structure of an organism, morphology means external structure of an organism. Clear? So here you may come to know that here about what we'll talk about internal structure of an organism and external structure. So how we can compare the structure that is present today, okay, so the structure with which an organism is present today and the organism that have been present years ago. Okay, so years back there some organism have been there on the earth and today some are there, so there will be a comparison between them. Clear? So that is comparative anatomy and morphological evidence. Comparative anatomy and morphology shows similarities and differences among organisms of today and those that exist years ago. So my dear student, comparative anatomy and morphology, what does they shows? They show similarities and differences among organism of today's world and that exist years ago. Okay, so here under this topic we will come to know about a term, that is divergent evolution. So now let us know that what is divergent evolution. Different mammals like whales, bats, cheetah and human share similarities in the pattern of bones of forelimbs. So my dear student, this is a structure you may see here. Okay, so different mammals like whales, okay, so you may see here the structure of whale, then bat, okay, then cheetah and human, they all share similar bones for forelimb. So their forelimb share, so forelimb means, if human forelimb means that hand, okay, you may see here the structure of human hand. So they like human hand, cheetah also have forelimb. Similarly what happened, the whale also have. Now whale is a mammal, so it also have bones of forelimbs. Okay, they have forelimbs. Similarly this bat is also a mammal, so it also have a forelimb. So these are four mammals that shares similar pattern of bones of forelimbs, though these four limbs perform different functions. Okay, so though they have similar pattern of bones of forelimbs, but they perform different functions in these animals. They have similar anatomy structure of all of them have humerus, radius, ulna, carpels, metacarpals and phalanx in their forelimbs. So my dear student, what happened? These four of the organism that are mammals, okay, they have similar pattern of bones of forelimbs. So all of them have same anatomical structure. That means their internal, that bone structures, okay, whatever structure they have, that humerus, okay, the humerus, you know, that a bone, okay, that you may see that a long bone here in the hand, that is known as humerus. Then they also have that carpels, okay, on hands you may see carpels, then metacarpals, then phalanx on fingers. Okay, so like us, what happened, they also have this whole structure. That means anatomically this all organisms are similar. That means their structure are similar anatomically internally, but see, they perform different function. Yes or no? Now see, with hand what we do, we hold, so we work, okay, we do different activities. Similarly with the help of forelimbs, what does cheetah do? it also what happen, it it work, yes or no, it work, then it catches the prey and different. Now see the well also have four limbs like us, but their function is different, yes or no, they don't what happen, they don't do the similar activity as we do. Similarly the bat, so bat what happen, with the help of four limb they fly, okay, then these activities are same. So you may see that the four limbs perform different functions, though their structures are similar anatomically. Clear? So this is some evidence related to divergent evolution. Okay, divergent evolution, can you see, different function but structures are similar anatomically. Okay, so I hope that up to here you have understood. So whale, bat, cheetah, human, they all have similar anatomical structure. Okay, their pattern of bones of four limbs are all similar, but they perform different function. Okay, so my dear student, and hence in these animals the same structure develop along different direction due to adaptation to different needs. So as a result what happen, they have same structure but develop along different direction. Why these structures are developed along different direction? Because they have to adapt to their different needs. So according to their adaptation what happen, they have to adjust in different environment. So depending on that what happen, that different what happen, direction that structures starts to develop. Clear? Then this is divergent evolution. So if somewhere this thing happens, that the same structure what happen, they start to develop along different direction. Okay, so to show adaptation, then this is known as divergent evolution, and these structures are called homologous organ. Clear? And the structures are called homologous. Now see, hand of human, then forelimb of cheetah, then forelimb of bat, forelimb of whale, all are known as homologous organ. Why? Because they have same structure but their function are different. The pattern of structure are same but they perform different function. Okay, so homology indicates common ancestry. Clear? So homology what happen, homology they indicates, what does they indicates, the common ancestry, that means the origin is same. Clear? So we can say that homologous organ what happen, the in homologous organ, if you say that a human four limbs, then bat four limbs, then whale four limbs, then cheetah four limbs, all if you consider, then the origin is same but the function is different. Clear? So my dear student, that was the example of animal regarding divergent evolution. So divergent evolution means when the same structure starts to develop in different direction to perform different function, okay, to show adaptation, that is known as divergent evolution, and the organ that is involved in divergent evolution is known as homologous organ. Clear? So what are homologous organ? The structure origin are same but the function is different. Clear? So similarly now let us see some example of plants. Okay, so frond and tendrils of Bougainvillea and cucurbita are example of homologous organ in plant. So my dear student, here you may see in the picture that Bougainvillea, you see the frond, and here cucurbita. So here you will see the tendrils. Tendrils, can you see here some ring structures are coming out from the stem. So these are known as tendrils. So both of them what happen, origin is same. Can you see the origin is the stem. So frond are also coming from the stem, as well as the tendrils are arising from the stem. So their origin is same. Clear? But their function is different. So this frond is for protection purpose, okay, in Bougainvillea, whereas this cucurbita, these tendrils are for support. Yes or no? So these are example of plants that shows homologous organ. I hope that you have understood. So homologous organ means what? Their origin is same, okay, from now with this plant example, I think the doubt is clear that see the thorn are arised from where they are coming out from stem. Similarly, the tendrils are also coming out from the stem. That means both the origin place is stem, but their function you see different. Thorn what they do, they are for protection purpose in Bougainvillea, whereas in Cucurbita these tendrils perform for support, okay, to go up and to spread they require some support, okay. So with the help of the tendrils they will hold that support, okay. So I hope that you have understood divergent evolution and homologous organ. So my dear student, next class we will discuss about convergent evolution. Clear? So with this I hope that you have understood today what is divergent evolution. So in divergent evolution another term is associated, that is homologous organ, then you will never forget. So in divergent evolution what happens, same structure different function. So why they show different function? To show adaptation towards the different needs of life, okay. So my dear student, with this today we end up here, and next class we will continue comparative anatomy and morphological evidence with convergent evolution. So thank you and have a good day.